Head 4 hours east of Seattle, across the ancestral lands of the Cayuse, Umatilla, and Walla Walla people. You'll eventually cross a prison boundary, where you'll find tribal members who spend days thinking about what they've lost, daydreaming about freedom. For the first time in nearly 3 years, inmates here are hosting a traditional native powwow, with family and friends as guests. Part religious ceremony, part celebration.
Really?
Yeah. Talon Saluskin is a member of the Yakima tribe and an inmate of the Washington State Penitentiary.
I came in pretty angry.
That's his mom at his side.
I've come a long way.
It's a blessing to know that we're sharing this time.
For Saluskin and dozens of other Native inmates, this is an extraordinary day in prison.
We take advantage of this and we put our culture all the way up, preserve our culture, and we learn our ways, and we give back to the community for everything we've taken, you know.
In many cases, what they've taken, they can't replace.
Remember when I call, I say, "Hi, grandson."
Something new grandfather Anthony Lewis thinks about every single day. Here's Anthony Lewis in 2016, shortly after he was convicted of murder.
My dad's never gonna get to see us grow up.
The victim's daughter spoke about her pain.
It's not fair.
Words that clearly weighed heavy on Lewis.
With all my heart, on my knees, I beg you guys to forgive me for what I became.
That was 6 years ago. Today, he finds healing and repentance in long-founded tribal traditions.
Well, when we make these things like this is our sacred medicine here. This is what we believe in.
Healing found through beadwork and prayer.
Everything that we've done is one bead at a time. You know what I mean? Just like one step at a time. That's what we do. You dance out there with the dancers? Look at the dancers, too.
Lewis has sobered and softened.
Oh, you look cool, guy.
You can see it with family.
Love you, grandson. I love you.
His grandchild, who was allowed to take part today. Like the powwows, most visits were canceled by the pandemic. The powwow came back to the state penitentiary with the help of Jeremy Garrettson, a convicted felon turned mentor for recently released prisoners. He worked with the DOC to make today's celebration a reality.
Being able to have a moment to brush all of that off and have a moment with your family to just look your loved ones in the eye and be together, it's priceless, man.
His life's mission is to keep these men from ever going back.
Native Americans may not have the highest population per capita in this facility, but they have the highest recidivism rate amongst their ethnic and culture group. Our people are routinely coming back and coming back and coming back, and it's a perpetual wheel that has to stop.
State records show Native inmates have the highest recidivism rate of any other demographic. For the general population, 32% will return to prison within 3 years. But for Native inmates, the rate is 45.3%, nearly half back behind bars in the same time frame. Garrettson knows better than anyone else how powerful Indigenous cultural traditions can be. A decade ago, he found spirituality behind prison walls in a sweat lodge ceremony.
And from that point forward, I focused on culture. The void in me that I used to feel with the gangs and the drugs and the nonsense, I now filled with the culture, the ceremony, and the medicine.
And that's the intention of bringing the prison powwows back. Opportunities to connect with their ancestors, culture, and history.
Go, grandson, go.
And in the process, hopefully, find peace.
Letting the world see what we go through out here. Even though you see a lot of barbed wire fence, you know, I hope for a moment that you guys out here, you feel our freedom that we've had out here.
In Walla Walla, Sebastian Robertson, King 5 News.